What's good, everybody? You're here with your girl, Ellen Roxon, on my show, Talk That Talk. That airs every Fridays here at 12 p.m. on GBKM FM, you guys. If you guys want, you guys can watch us live from our website at www.gbkmfm.com/TV, or you guys can also watch us from Facebook on our Facebook page, which is Great Britain Kingdom. You guys can also tune in from YouTube as well, you guys, at GBKM TV, and from the TuneIn app as well. Also, be sure to give us a follow on Instagram as well, you guys, at GBKMFM, or you guys can follow my personal media page, Talk That Talk Media, just so you guys can keep up with updates and sneak peeks on the show, you guys. Before I introduce you guys to my guests, I am going to take a quick little break just so that you guys have a chance to get comfortable, grab a snack, or do whatever you need to do. So yeah, you guys, we're going to be right back in a minute.
Do you know who you are? What is your name?
Sometimes you wonder why and wonder how. Don't be alone, just stay calm, cause even if you choose or not to.
My child, recite the words of this ancient mythology. The wisdom I disperse in this verse, no apology. Memorized to keep you from evil theology. For you, the darker hue, you denied your equality. See, for generations we perpetrated psychology. Divide and conquer each other, really lynch policy. You cannot build each other up, how will you build economy?
What's good, everybody? If you are just tuning in, you're here with your host, Ellen Roxon, on my show, Talk That Talk. There's every Fridays here on GBKM FM at 12 p.m., you guys. So make sure you guys do tune in every Fridays, you guys, so you guys can watch me and my guest, you guys. Also, I know that, there's still kind of a lot of craziness going on with COVID. 1 minute we're allowed to eat in restaurants, the next minute we're not. So I just hope everyone is still doing good during this crazy time, and that everyone's still staying safe and staying clean, you guys. Make sure that you guys are still doing your best to, follow the rules that we need to follow, you guys. But yeah, without further ado, you guys, I'm going to introduce you guys to my guest. His name is Linkz, and he is a DJ, MC, and producer, you guys. Everyone welcome him.
What's poppin'?
So how's everything with you? What's good? How's everything going?
I'm good. I'm just chilling.
Chilling?
Yeah. I'm just around.
I hear that. So what inspired you to initially want to, become a DJ and an MC?
Really just like the music, the love for music. Like I started making mixes for like my mom. That's really how like I started DJing. I didn't really look up to anybody or thought about it. Like my mom is the one who came to me and said, yo, can you mix these songs together so I have something to listen to while I'm at the gym? And then I was like, all right. And then yeah, all that led me here.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's crazy. So how long have you been DJing now?
I've been DJing like physically since I was 13, so about 16 years.
Wow.
But in parties, probably about 15 years. So probably, yeah, my first party, I was probably like 16 or 15 years old.
Oh my gosh, do you remember your first party? Like, how was that experience?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
I did all right, but like looking back now, I did horrible.
Horrible?
Like, I did. Like at one point, I even played an instrumental, and I'm like,
Oh,
yeah.
really?
And at the time, I thought it was all good, but like I don't know.
Oh man, That's so funny. So how does it feel, looking back at, your first performance and then looking at what you do now?
It feels crazy. I feel like I didn't spend a lot of time promoting myself as much, but I'm still content with where I am. I'm not. I don't really care to be a superstar as long as I'm doing what I love. Realistically.
I hear that for sure. That makes sense. Do you want to see yourself, as a big DJ around the world one day, or you're kind of just going with the flow?
I'm cool with like going with the flow because I still travel. Like I go to Jamaica like 4 times a year.
Oh wow.
So I don't know. It's like I see the superstardom, but I still have like attributes of it. So I don't really like care to become a superstar. If I do, I do. Yeah. But if I don't, I still fly pretty often. So I'm cool.
That's awesome. Other than Jamaica, is there any other places that you travel to at all?
A lot to the U.S. I was in New York last year.
Ooh, how was that?
It was good, but then the New York dancehall DJs, man, they like their space. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
So you don't want to be over there on some like unprofessional stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fun. I want to go on the other side of the world though. That's my next goal. I think I've
Okay.
done enough over here. I
I
want to
hear
go to
that.
like UK or Spain.
Oh
or,
yeah, I feel like UK would be good because they
Yeah.
have a big like Caribbean group
Scene,
out there as
yeah.
well for sure.
Yeah, it's nice.
That'd be dope. Yeah, 100%. So obviously now with COVID, you're not really able to travel. How has it been being a DJ and you can't really like travel or do parties and stuff?
It's definitely, yeah, it's definitely more than just traveling. It's like
Yeah.
now every DJ is just stuck on live,
Yep.
and we're making the best of it. But man,
I
like some
know.
days we wake up and we're just like, because it's not just me, like it's a whole community of us. We're like,
Yeah.
this sucks. Like Friday nights will come and then we're just like,
Wow. Nothing.
we're home. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's odd. It's very odd, but it's eye opening.
Yeah,
Because I
for
feel
sure.
like certain DJs were able to make something of it, like even make a show on Twitch or whatever
Yeah.
the case may be. So I like that DJs made or worked with the times, like, and
Yeah.
you know, message to any DJ that's not DJing on live right now. You need to be DJing on live because there's
Yeah.
no parties going on. So you know, wake up, smell the coffee,
For
do the right
sure.
thing.
For sure. How has it been, like, DJing on live? Do you feel like you still have been getting, good feedback and whatnot?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it gives DJs an opportunity, especially the ones who play in the club all the time, a chance to connect with your crowd. Cause like you could
Yeah.
like, for example, you could go on live and just play all the songs that everybody knows right now and wants to hear, but you could
Yeah.
also take the opportunity to like educate your crowd and show them songs that they may have missed or weren't around for. Cause a lot of us are old. Like some,
Yeah.
people who are following you might be 15.
Yeah.
And they don't know what songs were hot when you were 15. So,
Facts.
being on live just gives you that opportunity to like connect with your crowd one away. And
Yeah, more personable for sure,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Obviously we don't really know when COVID will be ending, but do you have any maybe like future gigs at all that you have in the works or anything like that?
I'm not too sure because like
yeah.
during COVID, I ended up creating, because like a lot of DJs, like I said, created their own show, and I created a sound clash like league. So I had the
Okay.
DJs like clashing, and we were doing that on live and
Yeah.
on YouTube and stuff. So when COVID is over,
Mm-hmm.
I obviously probably will get bookings, but I'm more
Yeah.
looking at it like, okay, how do I keep this clash league going? Because it did numbers, like we were
Yeah.
getting views, so we were doing
For
all right. So
sure.
yeah, I wanna kind of take that to the next level and see what we could do when we actually start partying again and actually do this
100%.
live. Well,
Yeah.
not on live,
Live.
but live.
Yeah, no, for sure, 100%. Considering there is so many DJs, even in this city alone, that are on the come up, how do you feel like you kind of try your best to, steer away from what other DJs are doing?
I kind of just focus on me a lot. Like I don't really take the time to, like, no offense, but I don't take the time to like listen to other DJs mixes and stuff because I
Okay.
kind of just want to make sure I focus 100% on what I
You're
feel is
doing?
right to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to like, not to say I don't want to be influenced by any of y'all, but I would like for all of our spaces to be respected. Like, I'm not
Yeah,
saying
no,
we're not
that
gonna.
makes sense.
Yeah, I'm not saying we
Yeah.
can't listen to each other in the club, but like
Yeah.
that whole hiding and listening thing. Like, if I see something, you do something sick in the club, I'm gonna tell you, yo, bro, I might just take that still.
Yeah.
You know, there's not that much transparency nowadays amongst us DJs, but
Yeah.
if there was, that would be nice. But yeah, I
For
just
sure.
kind of keep to my own bubble and figure it out on my own.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and that just comes down to how I started. Like, my mom kind of threw me sentence. Well, she didn't force me, but she just said,
Yeah.
yo, can you mix these songs together somehow? And I figured it out by myself. So I
Self,
always have that
yeah.
mentality, like, I got it. Like,
Yeah,
you know?
self-taught, do your own thing, make
Yeah.
it work. No, that's good. That's really awesome. Do you ever feel like there's a lot of kind of maybe like animosity or like any type of like beef between a lot of the DJs like in the city at all?
I feel like there was, but I don't feel like there is.
Now?
At least not any that's like worth talking
Talking
about.
about?
Right now. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not anything crazy, but
Yeah.
I feel even with COVID, it brought a lot of us together.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
before we were all just kind of going, we knew each other, but we were all kind
Yeah.
of just going with the flow to our own respected bookings. Like some of us were going to Luxie's, some of us were going to Crave, some of us were DJing at Island Mix, some of us were DJing at Spicy Sundays, whatever these parties are. And we're all in our own little space. But COVID kind of made us all sit down. Now we're all on Instagram pretty much. And we have no choice but to communicate with each other because like DJs know. People who are like not DJs, it's hard to like talk to them about DJing. Yeah. So for sure. Now that we all were like all in one space, just the internet, we got to get closer, which is good because a lot of DJs who were like not cool with each other are now cool with each other. Yeah, so
that's dope.
It works. It worked.
That's dope. What would you say are your favorite like events to usually DJ for?
I'll tell you my least favorite events, and I do not care to say this on air. My least favorite events to DJ for are these, no offense, but like these like small like baby shower bookings. And don't get me wrong, these bookings are nice. Like these little like, you know, your child's third birthday, baby shower, these little small bookings. I don't mind them, but I feel like y'all need, when you're booking the DJ, just remember you're asking the man to stand up there for 6-7 hours sometimes, okay? So I think we need to understand what, you know? Yeah. But other than that, my favorite type of bookings are any booking that allows me to play freely, because DJs can attest to this too. Like you kind of get lost in the same 45 songs sometimes. Yeah. So any booking that kind of gives me the grace to play something out of the ordinary, like like I could be doing whatever and then I play freaking Diva by Beyonce and the whole club go like crazy. Yeah, something stupid like that. Like I like bookings like that kind of give you that space and freedom to do something crazy.
Yeah, that's dope. I hear that for sure. Do you mostly just do like DJ for like a lot of Jamaican parties and Caribbean parties, or you're kind of just
I've been everywhere? All over the place recently. Like when I started, like I was all like reggae, but then like because I've been DJing for so long, I was there in a time when there was no Afrobeats and there was no soca like that. So when soca came about, it was like okay, and DJs always have to adapt to the times, in my opinion. You can't just be like, oh, soca's hot, I don't have to download that.
No,
I can play hip hop. No, you gotta play everything. You gotta play everything. For when soca came out, I was like, all right, it's getting up there. This is like 2009 or 10.
Okay,
But then, when Afrobeats came out, again, like, there was DJs who said, Afrobeats, it doesn't matter. No, you gotta get to the times. Play the Afrobeats too.
It's true.
Yeah, it's fun when you get to do all of that. It's really fun. I
feel like especially now too, we live in a generation where like all cultures kind of listen to everything. So I feel like you do kind of have to, you know, cater to every type of music.
Yeah, you gotta, and you don't like have to actively be listening to it. Just keep up to what's going on. Even if it's just the hot songs you have, at least you have them. You don't have to have those inner, you know, I don't have all of those like Afrobeat songs that are deep like no. I know Burna Boy, I know Wizkid, you know, at least, you know,
at least the mainstream ones.
Know something.
For sure.
Know something.
No, for sure. So, you know, considering, you know, you DJ for all types of people, what would you say is kind of maybe like your favorite crowd to DJ for? Where do you feel like you get the most love from?
Well, I get the most love obviously from the reggae community, but my favorite to DJ for is, it's like a mix between everybody else and everybody else. I know that sounds so stupid, but like the dancehall reggae community is very like hard to please, and then everybody else is very easy to please. Like very like I always make the comparison, like if you want to go DJ at like a reggae bar for like 300 people in there, it's going to be much more difficult than DJing for 1,000, no disrespect, 1,000 white people. Seriously, because white people are in it. As long as you're mixing good, you're da-da-da. And same goes with soca, same goes with Afrobeats. African people just want to get drunk. They're out there to drink. So you play anything, you play it right, you're good. You're good. Same thing with soca. Soca girls, they're there to whine once you're playing.
You just hurt my feelings.
Nah, but like they're there to party. Like no disrespect to the reggae community, but they're
Yeah.
there to drink and they're there to party. But they're kind of on that like if I had to put their energy
Yeah.
out of 100, it's like 70. As where like soca and African music is like 80 or 90, and then white
Yeah.
people them gone 100 already.
Yeah.
They're up. They're
Yeah.
doing backflips. So yeah, I really enjoy playing where the energy is up.
Yeah,
So,
that makes sense.
Yeah, reggae is nice. I'm always loved there, but you know, anytime some random African guy is giving me a Heineken for no reason,
Yeah.
I'm there.
He's like, I'm there.
I'm there. I'm there.
Let's get it. Let's get lit. Because like some of the the Caribbean crowds seem to be a little bit more like, I guess, kind of like they know what they want, and maybe a little bit more demanding and stuff like that. Were you kind of maybe more nervous when you started DJing for like a lot of Caribbean parties? Like, was it kind of intimidating for you?
Not necessarily. Like when I started to DJ for like dancehall parties, I made the move from very young that okay, when I go to these dancehall parties, because the thing is another thing about dancehall DJs, they're very, I don't know what the word is, like crab in a barrel, fight to the top. Like every guy wants to be the guy who played the best songs for the night. Like,
Yeah.
and another thing, like soca African music, they don't think about that. Like everybody,
Yeah.
every DJ is there just to like DJ. Like
Yeah.
dancehall, it's kind of like a semi competition, even if it's just a girl's 25th birthday. Like the DJs are competing, and you just will never know.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, from early, I told myself, okay, I'm gonna come into the dancehall market and play hip hop.
Ooh, okay.
Because I knew that dancehall definitely wants to hear that. Everybody wants to hear
Yeah,
hip hop, of course.
yeah.
And we're in Canada, like hello.
Yeah.
But so I just kind of used that to get away from fighting for the top. Because
Yeah.
if I go in there and I say, okay, I want to play TJ and Popcorn, and I walk out like that every single night,
Yeah.
like you're doomed.
Yeah.
Because everybody else is gonna doom you. So you have to think outside the box. So yeah, I chose
For
hip hop
sure.
from early, but then it like after a while you just realize like choosing something different always works.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
yeah, you just stick to those guns of always being different. Don't be afraid of, or don't just fall into the 45 song trap.
Yeah,
Like,
don't stay stuck. You gotta expand, right?
Yeah, man.
For sure.
Yeah, man.
When you first started like DJing and becoming bigger, like how was that for you? Like what was it like, kind of getting to know the crowd and like all that type of things? Like was that hard for you in the beginning?
It wasn't hard like in terms of like DJing. Like
Yeah.
I got a grist of it very quickly, like how to control the crowd, how to read the crowd. But what was hard for me was everything else that came with it, like the popularity, the
Yeah.
numbers, I was too young to be experiencing that, because by the time like
sure.
all of that was happening, I was like 19, and my
Oh,
brain was
wow.
like, oh my god, I'm about to be rich, let's
Yeah.
go. Like
Yeah.
doing the most, like breaking girls'
sure.
hearts, just running through, like
Oh my
I really thought
gosh.
like, so I didn't handle it well.
Yeah.
But in terms of talent wise, I did handle it well, but in terms of everything else,
Yeah.
like yeah, I was going crazy. I wasn't financially, like I was just all over the
You were
place.
living your best life.
Yeah, I really thought. But it's a
That's
learning
funny.
experience, because I was telling
For
this to
sure.
somebody the other day. Like I actually feel sorry for some of the DJs who like started DJing as of recently.
Yeah.
Because they might like get a little forward, and then they feel like that's it. But like I've seen this happen to myself like
Yeah.
2 times, 3 times. So it's
Yeah.
not really just you get a forward and that's it.
That's
Like
it,
you'll
yeah.
like you got to be careful. You got to still be on your toes, still pay your bills,
Yeah.
still be responsible.
For
So
sure.
and these things will be the demise of you. So
Yeah.
luckily enough, I experienced it very young, where it didn't matter. But if you're
Yeah.
gonna experience something like that at like 27
Yeah.
or 6, you gotta be careful. You'll mash up your credit, bro.
No, for sure. Yeah, for sure. And credit's important, You need that for sure. Now, I know you said that how you were breaking girls' hearts and stuff. How do you feel like, the love life is being a DJ? Always on the road, out every weekend. What is that like?
It's I don't feel like it's that bad.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's more or less like it's all on the guy. It's all on the DJ. It's all on him.
Okay.
Like the girls are gonna come.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I learned these things from very young. The girls are
Yeah.
gonna come, especially
Yeah.
when you're good. You're a good DJ. You're good looking. You walk in the club. You always smell good. Your hair is cut. You're on point.
Looking fresh.
Yeah, girls are gonna like you, but you
Yeah.
gotta know what to do. If you have a girl, like don't get it twisted. If you're single, okay, you're a single DJ. You
Yeah.
are a single DJ.
Do
You
you?
are entitled to live whatever life. But
Yeah.
if you have a girl, it's very important to hone your girl in because I
Yeah.
look back at some girls, like not all girls, and it's not you know
Yeah.
I'm not really a regretful person, but I do look back at a 1-2 girl in my past, especially at a very young age, like 19, and I'm just like, yeah, if I had kept her, and I'm like till now, I would
Yeah.
you know she would have been there for me. So
Yeah.
keep that gal, whoever that is for y'all. I don't know who that is for some of y'all, but for some of y'all, keep that gal because you never know.
For
But,
sure.
yeah, keeping one gal is very important as a DJ because they keep you grounded, especially a girl who listens. But that's another thing too. Like you can't really just be picking a girl who's like.
Yeah, because I feel like it's hard. I feel like a lot of females as well too. They're kind of like, you know, they get jealous. You know, they think that, you know, a lot of maybe DJs or like performers and stuff like that, like they're cheating and stuff. You know.
Yeah,
so.
I mean it's definitely a facade though. It's not real.
Yeah.
But it's more or less what is presented to them. Like anybody who goes on stage and does something must have a bag of girls somewhere.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a thing, but it's when you like and most girls who have dated a DJ will know
Yeah.
most of it is all an image. It's not as real as it seems. Like I was
Seems,
talking to
yeah.
this girl the other day and she was like,
Yeah.
oh, like, and I don't mean to talk numbers, and I know some DJs are gonna be like, wow, he just exposed the whole. I don't really care. I'm a realist.
Yeah.
I was talking to this girl the other day, and she was like, oh, I really thought like DJs get paid like $1,000 per booking.
Oh,
like she really
wow.
like believed this. Like she was
Yeah.
like, aren't you rich? I'm like, rich?
Rich?
I'm not. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
She's like, so why does this DJ have like this many followers, and why is this guy verified? And da-da-da?"
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm telling you, we DJs have real jobs. Like
Yep.
it's real. Like
Yeah.
no any DJ who's getting paid $1,000 per booking is arguably not in Canada right now.
Yeah.
Like they're flying so frequently that you can't even see the frequency they're on. The bubble that you're in, they're not in this bubble. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
yeah, I had to break it to people the other day. Well, this one girl the other day, and she's like, you know, I really
Wow.
want people to understand like DJing is like, especially when it comes back to dating. Sorry, I know we're talking about dating, but
No,
like,
it's okay.
but like DJs were real normal people.
Yeah. No,
like,
for sure.
Like I know they say that about rappers and Drake, and yeah, of course they're normal people,
People
too,
too.
but like.
We're-
So are DJs. I
Yeah.
know that sounds so like just regular to say, but they actually really think it's like some crazy
next fantasy life.
it's nuts.
Yeah.
And then when they date us, they like get confused as to why we're not buying them a Birkin bag. Like,
Yeah, like they expect a lot, eh? A lot
are
of
you nuts?
expectations.
Like, what?
We don't got the Birkin bag money yet, baby.
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, no, yeah, I've interviewed a few other DJs actually too, and they've like, you know, they've pretty much said the same. Like they have other jobs, or like, you know, it's not like the pay is like outrageous, where like they
Nah.
can only live off of that. They
Nah.
have to do other things as well, you know.
Right. And
Yeah.
and I'm telling you, the DJs that make it the farthest own up to that. Because the
Yeah.
longer you spend trying to make it seem like DJing is doing all of this and that for me, the quicker you'll fall.
Yeah.
Because people will read into your cricks and cracks. Like
Yeah.
I've seen one DJ, like, and I'm not gonna call no names, but
Yeah.
I've seen elder DJs like boast on the fact that they have this and they got that through music, but you know, months later you see them on Instagram in a freaking construction suit.
Yeah.
Like we know what the deal is. So
For sure.
you know,
That's the thing with the internet, though. You know, the internet is always gonna look glitz and glam and more than what it seems. But you know, a lot of people are going through it just the way everyone
Yeah,
else is.
man.
You know. So.
yeah, man. That's why like nowadays when looking for a relationship, I'm very, you know, okay, they gotta understand that
Yeah.
I'm just a regular
Like a
person.
guy.
I drive a Ford.
Yeah.
It might be a newer Ford, but I have good credit.
It's okay, you
I'm a
got a
regular
car, y'all. You
person.
got a car.
Yeah, I'm
You whipping it at least.
right. I'm just doing what a regular person is supposed to do. I pay my rent.
Yeah.
I have a cell phone. It has data. We're good.
Yeah, no, for real. So not only do you DJ though, but you also MC. How is it like, being your own DJ and your own MC, considering a lot of DJs will have a separate MC?
Well, yeah, the MC thing kind of came into itself on its own because,
Okay.
like I was telling you, like some DJs aren't as transparent, but I'll be real. Like by the time 2014 came around, I've been DJing for like almost 10 years, but
Yeah.
it was very much starting to decline. And like I said, I was being very irresponsible with money, so I was
Yeah.
running around until I ran into DJ Snoopy.
Okay.
And that's where Snoopy kind of said, "Yo, come MC for me."
Yeah.
And Snoopy always knew me as a DJ, and everybody in his crowd knew that I could DJ. So to
Yeah.
see me as an MC through his crowd, they were obviously accepting to that.
Yeah.
But then that turned into like a whole thing,
Yeah.
which was great. Like it was beautiful. Like it was nice to like finally. Well, I don't know if I ever wanted to, but I kind of finally got a chance to be a real MC and figure out how to MC, because before that I was just pretty much just a regular dancehall big up the girl. Like it was when I started to MC for Snoopy that made me say, yeah, shout out to all the girls in the club, make sure you guys buy Hennessy from, like I actually started to like get it, and I was like, oh shoot. So yeah, that was a good time. I didn't plan to learn how to MC like that.
Yeah.
Because I really was gonna get away with the big up the gallon for the rest of my life. I swear to God.
No, yeah, for
Until
sure.
Snoopy came along and like, I kind of got the grips of it really fast. And
That's dope.
so, and then that was also the birth of the whole Smile Na Man thing.
Okay.
Funny enough, because at this time, like I said, my Red Linkz career was on a decline. And Snoopy was the one who turned to me and said, yo, you're MCing for me, yo, just start making videos on Instagram, like post more, like promote yourself.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay. And then I did it like every day in 2016 and I think 2017. And then after that I'm just like, okay, I can't do this no more.
No.
Well, not even that. I actually just started to get busy and like get
Yeah,
more
it was a
bookings. Like it
lot.
worked.
Yeah.
Like it really worked what Snoopy did. Like
That's
told me to do.
dope.
So as I got more bookings, I couldn't really do the video every day.
Yeah.
And then, I kind of
makes
just do it
sense.
once a month now. But
Aw, that's dope though.
but yeah, Snoopy helped my career a lot more than people think. I just don't talk about it. But
Aw, that's
yeah.
dope though. It's nice to see, people in the city and stuff like that helping each other out.
yeah, man.
Helping each other. That's dope. Well, you guys, we're going to take a quick little break and we'll be back with some more.
Do you know who you are? What is your name?
Sometimes you wonder why and wonder how. Don't be alone. Just stay calm, cause even if you choose or not to.
My child, recite the words of this ancient mythology. The wisdom I disperse in this verse, no apology. Memorized to keep you from evil theology. For you, the darker hue, you denied your equality. See, for generations we perpetrated psychology. Divide and conquer each other, really lynch policy. You cannot build each other up, how will you build economy?
What's good, everybody? You're here with your girl Ellen Roxon on my show Talk That Talk. If you are just tuning in, I am here with my guest Red Linkz, who is a DJ, producer, and an MC, you guys. So yeah, we were talking about your MCing. So what would you say you prefer? Do you prefer DJing or do you kind of like MCing more?
I definitely love to DJ more than anything else. Because by the time like Snoopy came around and then I started to MC heavy.
Yeah.
And then like immediately after, like I did the whole Smile Na Man thing, and then immediately after that I made an album.
Yeah.
Like, and by this time my crowd is like, okay, do you even DJ anymore? So I'm kind of happy, like, and I got, from 2017 till now, I've been booked like every single day. But I feel like I'm glad COVID came around because like it gives me the time to go on live and show people that like I'm a DJ, like,
No,
because
for
people
sure.
actually forgot, and it's sad.
Yeah.
So
Aw.
yeah, but out of all three of them, I definitely like DJing the most, and I like producing second. MCing, I feel like it's because I feel like it's always naturally been in me.
Yeah, that
Like,
makes sense.
And when I look back, like even Snoopy kind of made me realize this too. Like when I look back in my like grade school career, like teachers actually used to tell me I talk too much.
Really?
So I really sit there and I'm like, shoot, maybe I was actually destined to like
To be
talk
MC.
too much.
Yeah. No, yeah, it worked in your favor. That's
Yeah.
dope, right?
Yeah.
What would you say is like the hardest part about MCing?
Snoopy's gonna hate me for saying this, but I'll say this off the rip. The hardest part about MCing is working with the DJ, because you
Really?
never know when they're gonna mix, when they're gonna like. Snoopy is the absolute worst at giving me cues.
Yeah.
Like for instance, like Chippy. I don't know if you know Chippy. There's a
Okay.
DJ named Chippy, but
Okay.
he'll like, no homo. He'll like tap my leg.
Okay.
And be like he'll inform
Yeah.
you like yo say something sick or
Yeah.
whatever. Snoopy does absolutely none of that. Like Snoopy's just mixing. He's
Yeah,
just mixing,
he's
thinking that
focused.
he thinks that I got it good. Like no.
He's like,
and
no.
but I understand though, because he
Yeah.
knows that I'm a strong MC. So it's
He feels like he doesn't even have to tell you. You just know
have
what
to,
you're
yes.
doing, you know?
Which works because I'm very adaptable.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm not the type to be like, yo, why aren't you telling me when?
Yeah.
I'm the type like, okay, that's how you're mixing. Okay, this is how I'm gonna MC. Then I'm gonna make it work so that
That makes sense.
because it's in the heat of the moment, especially in the club. There's no time to think or
Yeah.
change up the flow, and that's the worst thing too. Like, you don't wanna ruin what the DJ is doing as
That
an
makes
MC,
sense,
because I
yeah.
feel like some MCs like they literally will be like, yo, play this, like.
It's like,
That's the worst thing you can tell a man
Yeah.
you're working with. Yo, play this. He already has what he wants to do in his
Yeah.
mind. Just let him do it, and then you just focus on making it look
It'll
good.
look good.
Yeah. Simple.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
for sure,
man.
for sure. I know, like, you know, obviously, like you said, you know, working with DJs and stuff like that as an MC, like, it can, you know, it can be a little tough. You kind of have to just work with what you got. Do you ever feel like there was any moments where you kind of, like, maybe said something while you're MCing and, like, people weren't really, like, feeling it, and you're just like, okay, well.
I was very young, so
Yeah.
like I said, I thank God that I started DJing from very young, and I learned a lot of things very early on.
Yeah.
But I will say this on there because I'll never forget this, and this is probably why I'm very keen
Yeah.
on watching what I say. This was immediately after Michael Jackson had passed away,
Oh, man, okay.
and at this time, folks, I am like what, 18?
Everyone
This is
relax,
2009.
okay?
I was young, and I don't remember word for word,
Yeah.
but I said something along the lines like I think a Michael Jackson song was playing, and then
Yeah.
I had stopped it and said something like, "All right, we've heard enough of you," or something
Oh,
like
man.
that, and like. If it's 2020, you do that. You
Yeah.
play 5 Michael Jackson songs in a row, and you say, "All right, Jackson, we had enough of you."
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah.
You can't say that immediately after the man has passed away. It hasn't
Pass.
even been a month. Like
Yeah.
it was pretty.
Too soon.
Yeah, mind you, the crowd didn't do anything. Like they
Okay, they
didn't.
didn't really take
but
it in.
I definitely felt like I couldn't sleep knowing that I really said that. Like I said, I
Yeah.
didn't catch any repercussion, but I knew like, whoa, that was too. Yo, be careful. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you can't just be, yeah,
Can't just say anything for sure.
definitely.
No, yeah. Definitely have to watch what you say. I feel like, because I feel like even sometimes too, like whenever I go out and like sometimes I hear what some DJs say, I'm like, okay, like maybe you shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, man.
But what can
Yeah.
you do, right?
Yeah, definitely. Like I've seen some DJs in the club. Like I even also learned from a very young age, even young before 18. Like the last thing you want to do is diss the crowd. Like don't even look at no girl and be like, oh. Like, or a girl comes up to you and says, "Oh, can you play? Get this ugly girl out the
Yeah.
Some people,
Oh my
some
God.
DJs are bold enough to even say that on the mic. Like, do not diss the crowd.
Eek.
Like, even if they boo you, like, just take your boo and go. Like,
Yeah. Oh,
yo,
man.
I've seen it be so horrible. Like, and it's always some, like, it's never like a guy, but it's always like some girl, and you want to try to call the girl ugly, or you want to
Oh,
say, "Look, this dumbass girl." But like, I don't know. Like, I can't really find any good examples because it doesn't happen too often, but it
Yeah.
definitely is like, yo, do not diss the crowd. Like,
Yeah.
that's like a classic example of the customer is always right.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't argue with the person who's going to, like, yes, the same mouth that says boo says Ray, but that's up to you if they're gonna say boo or Ray.
That's true. That's very true.
Know what you gotta say.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like some DJ, I mean, well, some MCs even like talk too much. Even I'm like, okay, like I kind of wanna like listen to the music. Like it's too much cutting in and out between the song, and you're just like, okay, like can I hear this song?
Yeah, some
Yeah.
MCs, and luckily I learned this young too, like from MCing through myself long before I met Snoopy. Like the key is to not talk and let them miss you. Like that's really what it is.
Yeah.
Like don't talk for 5 songs straight and say something stupid and the whole crowd will do backflips. Like don't talk for 5 songs straight and say, wow, this girl bought me a Heineken. I feel like I'm the king of the world, and the whole crowd will just laugh because they didn't hear you screaming over every song for 5 minutes. If you try to do that, screaming over every song, then they're not gonna really care. Like
no, for sure. That makes sense. That really makes sense.
Yeah, man.
So, what tips would you give to young people out there who want to become like a DJ or MC, or even a producer?
I would say, in these times, it's very crucial to just do it your own way, I guess, because there isn't really any like tips anymore. Like before, like there was a time when I used to DJ. Sorry to be like an old man to you guys, but like there was a time where there was like no laptops. You had to DJ with CDs. You had to burn your CDs at your house.
I didn't even think about that. Wow,
yes, you had to burn your CDs at your house, and you'd get a CD case that can hold 100 and some mad CDs.
Jeez.
Come to the club, play 1 CD deck, 2 CD deck, and mix.
Yeah.
Headphones. There's no laptop. There's no type in whatever song you want to hear and it plays. Like there's not. If you didn't burn it, you didn't come to the club with it. You can't play it. There's no. Oh my God, let me hotspot my laptop and download the song that this girl's asking for. There's none of that.
Yeah.
So back to the tips for younger DJs, it's not like I could say, oh, make sure you always burn doubles of your CDs and like it's nothing. There's no tips I can give you. Buy a laptop, download Serato, study your music, get the cues, and that's and the program does everything for you. It tells you how fast songs are. It tells you what key the song is in. So it's not like I could give you tips on that and say, oh, make sure you know how fast your songs are and what songs they mix good with. All you have to do is press the thing and it'll organize the songs by speed. So yeah, I mean, so I guess my advice is be innovative and just do it your own way. Because now that the technology has made it easier, it's your chance to do something extravagant with that. We didn't have these, we didn't have press 5 and the song goes to the beginning of the song. We didn't have that. So you guys have the opportunity to literally load a song and play the 3rd verse in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Utilize that. Make that into something
for sure.
That's the best I can do because I'm too old. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna DJ my old regular way. But you younger DJs, figure out a way to press 8 buttons at one time and make the craziest mix live in the world. That's for y'all to do.
So do you still not do the whole laptop thing and whatnot?
Oh, no. I DJ with a laptop. I definitely do. I'm up to the time. I'm just telling you, I come from a time where and I could do that whole fast mixing, but I would like to see a even younger generation do it even faster. Because obviously, I'm sure you've been to the club where DJs are playing songs for 10 seconds. You're like, oh wow, I wish they played that song longer.
100%.
Yeah, I'm definitely guilty of a DJ who does that. You're going crazy, you're mixing too fast. That happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would just like to see the younger generation take that and make that into something innovative. Because we do mix too fast, but it would be nice if the younger generation could take advantage of the technology and
100%.
Yeah, and kill that.
100%.
Yeah, I'm too old for that.
He's I'm too old for that. Do you ever DJ for younger crowds at all?
Yeah, all the time.
How is that? How do you like it? How do you like DJing for younger crowds compared to an older crowd?
It makes me feel away.
Really?
Yeah, even last year, I'm like, am I really 28 still getting booked for all ages? But it's also bittersweet. It's damn, 15-year-olds want to hear me play.
No, yeah.
So it's bittersweet, but
I hear that for sure.
It's nice to DJ for the younger crowd. It's always eye-opening. A lot of the songs that came out in the last 5 years that I've seen in the younger generation, especially when it comes to hip hop, it's whoa, you kids are
advanced.
advanced. I don't even know if it's advanced.
Not advanced?
They're just different. Like,
No, yeah.
I don't know. Like, maybe I'm just getting too old, but like,
Yeah.
like even that whole like, I don't know. What's a good example?
Oh my gosh.
What's that song that the girls were like whipping their hair to?
I whip my hair back and forth? Is
No,
that
no,
song?
no. It's pretty recent.
Oh, it's recently.
Ah, shoot.
I'm not sure. What is it, like a
It's
dancehall
like,
song? Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I forgot what it's
New
called.
Freezer.
New Freezer.
Yes,
Yes.
there we go.
Like when that started coming in, like
Yeah.
I'm 25. I'm like, what the hell is this? Like,
Yeah, the songs are so different. The music
Yeah, they're
is
just
different.
different.
Yeah.
like, don't get me wrong. You guys lost me at You're a Jerk. Like, you guys definitely lost me from there. But
Yeah.
New Freezer and like these
It's
weird
different.
first let me hop out the
Yeah.
and
The
and
whip and the
I'm like,
nail.
whoa.
Yeah.
All right. You guys are losing me.
No,
You guys are
yeah.
losing me. But
It's
it's different.
different,
It's
for
their
sure.
music. You know, we don't bash it. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I definitely enjoy playing it for them. So
For sure.
that's all that matters. The fact that I like. I'm not bumping this in my car, folks. I'm not really a.
He's like, I'll play it for you guys, but
Yeah,
it's not
I
for
might
me.
listen to Lil Baby and those guys here
Yeah.
and there, but I'm not bumping that.
Yeah, for sure. What would you say one of your most memorable moments is from being a DJ?
As of right now, I think I just have two,
Okay.
and it's probably going to Jamaica for the first time with Snoopy.
Oh, wow.
Because the first time I went was December, and then like the following March I went with Snoopy for the first time.
Wow.
That was pretty fun. Oh,
Yeah.
actually, that was the video I sent you.
Okay.
Yeah, that was us in Jamaica. So
Okay,
that
wow.
was like pretty memorable because it was like, wow, like this is the first time. And funny enough, it was the first time I was in Jamaica with my friends too.
Oh, wow.
So
that's
I've
nice.
never like flown anywhere with people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Anytime I had to go DJ in Jamaica, I just went by myself
Solo?
and then I stayed at my grandma's house and then I
Aw.
came back home. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I went myself, DJ'd, stayed at my grandma's house, came back home.
Yeah.
But this was the first time I went with like Snoopy and da-da-da-da-da, so it was
Yeah.
really, it was fun. It was very, very memorable.
I can imagine.
That's why I have like long videos of that and like
Yeah.
short videos of me at some house party. Like,
That's dope, though. That's really
yeah,
dope.
and then my second most memorable thing from this whole DJ thing is probably creating that Clash League because it was something that like, well, most dancehall DJs know like clashing was a culture that was like in the 90s that never really got brought down to us. So I was
Can
fortunate
you
enough.
explain it a little bit for people? What
So
it
like
is, kind
sound
of?
clash is like when you you have two DJs, like a DJ battle, but like it's songs versus songs. So like
Oh, okay.
whatever songs you're playing in your 5 minute set, are they better than the songs I'm playing in my 5 minute set?
Oh,
And we're
okay.
also on the mic saying things like, Red Linkz, you can't play this because I know you went to the record shop and you couldn't find it. So I'm gonna
Okay.
play this tonight.
Okay.
And then, you know, and
Yeah.
then there's also the next level up of clashing where there's like dubs. So
Okay.
basically what dubs are is you go to an artist and you get them to redo the song with your name in it. So
Oh.
so she have our man but Popcorn are the only man she want. I would go get she
Red
have our
Linkz.
man but Red Linkz are the only
Okay,
right. So
that's
that's what a
sick.
dub is.
That's
like the
sick.
full song. They might do 2 minutes of the song or whatever, but
Yeah.
then DJs would then use these in a clash. So
Oh.
yeah, but yeah, it's a very pricey ball game, but it's fun. So
Yeah.
DJs nowadays are like enjoying playing their dubs on live, and
Yeah.
I like that because
Yeah, that's
it's
dope.
nice to show that you've went out there and you've spent money to get songs with your name in it, and
Yeah.
and it's nice like
Makes
certain
it personable, I feel
Yeah.
like, too. Especially if you like the DJ, like, it's dope. Like,
definitely. So your
Yeah.
crowd will be like, oh my god,
it,
he really has Massacre saying his name or
Yeah.
whatever the case is, you know.
Facts.
and dubs don't stop at reggae music. Like there's soca dubs, there's Afrobeat dubs, they all exist. Yeah, you
yeah.
can go get Wizkid on dub. Like don't get me wrong, these guys are hella expensive, but it's
Oh,
worth
wow,
it.
yeah.
It's worth it. Like
Yeah.
imagine you come in the comments like yeah, Red Link says yeah.
Yeah.
It's a rap, fam.
yeah.
It's a rap.
For sure.
It's a rap. So
No, yeah, that's
Yeah.
sick.
but yeah, so that culture was in like the 90s, like, and it like there's a lot of DJs who have their dubs from the 90s who
Yeah.
like didn't I wouldn't say they didn't pass on their dubs, but they didn't pass on the culture as a whole.
Yeah.
So by the time like 2010 rolls around, like sound clashing wasn't popular. It was all about, and also too, sorry to like add just
Oh, it's okay.
um
I'm
back
learning
in
something
those-
new. I didn't even really know about this.
oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, back in the days, like at parties in general, there wasn't really any bottle service. I don't know if you guys know this.
Okay,
Yeah. It was
yeah.
just like you go to the party, you go to the bar, you buy a drink.
Yeah.
But now it's like you buy a booth and you this and it comes with 2 complimentary and blah, 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 blah. Like all this extra stuff is very recent. Like
Yeah.
very, very recent.
For
So
sure.
that also is, in my opinion, a part of what killed sound clash culture, because nobody's really going to say, yeah, I'm gonna watch these 2 DJs battle, plus I'm gonna buy a booth and sit down. It sounds good on paper, but from where sound clash comes from, it never merged with all the other parties.
It makes sense, though.
Like regular club parties would accept a booth, buy 2 bottles, 5 tickets, whatever. All that booth stuff would work well in the club,
Yeah.
when it came to sound clash, and also too, sound clash is very vulgar to say the least. Like
Yeah.
like it gets very, very, yeah, like you'll have DJs, like if you look
Saying
up sound,
crazy stuff.
oh yeah, like
Yeah.
if you look up sound clash in the 90s, like you'll have DJs on the mic being like, you see, after me play this song, me I go F your girl and like,
Yeah.
mind you, it's all just entertainment and fun. It's not,
Yeah.
it's not real.
serious.
It's
Not to
not
be taken
real.
seriously, yeah.
But you know, it gets very vulgar, which is why it didn't translate over the years.
that makes sense.
Now with the Song Clash culture, that the Song Clash League that I do, I get to kind of expose it to the youths and also make it less intense for them, because
That makes sense.
yeah, because a lot of us young DJs, even myself, like growing up, you watch all these sound clashes on live, like from
Yeah.
the 90s, and you're like, how do these guys have all this dubs? Like, how did they pay for all this? And da 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 da. And then you look at yourself with your like 30 dubs and you're watching guys play 300 dubs.
Yeah.
It's just like,
It's
I will never get
crazy.
there.
Yeah.
So that's why with the Clash League I have, I let it be known to the DJs, like, you don't have to play dubs. You could just play regular songs,
Yeah.
you know, so that they feel comfortable enough to
Makes
participate.
sense.
So
No, yeah.
yeah,
makes
that's
sense.
been the highlight of my career, like bringing other DJs to like learn about the Clash culture, or even learn something in general.
No, yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. I know before we went on break too, you also mentioned your Smile Naman videos. We actually have one of them here, so we're gonna play it for you guys.
Wherever you get to on time, make sure you get there. Don't be late. Be great. All right, cool. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about why it's important to just keep your mouth shut. Because there's going to be a group of people out there who don't like what you do. Them always watch you and I say, what that guy over there is doing a fuckery. But you know what you do? You continue to move forward, because the bumble will them not like say you progress anyway. And that make them a talk about you, because you progress. So you just continue progressing. Don't retaliate to the bumble will them. They want your attention. They want to retaliate. And the minute you give them the attention, the little grass might them feel like them up on your level when they're not. So you just continue to do what you do. Let them talk. And 9 times out of 10, they're broken in the heart. That's why they're talking about other people anyway. So you make sure you have a good morning, and don't forget, smile, man. Out Thursday now, geez.
So what kind of inspired these Smile Naman videos?
Yeah, basically what I was saying before, like it was Snoopy who kind of said, yo, you need to like promote yourself more and da 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 da.
Yeah.
And fun fact, I always drink tea in the morning.
Okay. I love tea too, so I'm with
Yeah,
you.
man.
High five.
So, and I'm a very early bird. I always get
Oh,
up
wow.
early. Always. I
not so
never
much.
sleep. I never sleep past 10 a.m. Never.
Okay,
I'm
wow.
always up
Good
early.
for you.
So yeah, tea has always been in the morning flex. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was Snoopy who kind of like kickstarted, you know, and said, yo, promote yourself more. And then
Yeah.
I just started making those videos, and then they just,
What made you want to go down like the kind of, what do you call it? Kind of more or less.
content creator.
Yeah, and like, because, you know, obviously what you're saying in the video is pretty motivational. So what kind of
Yeah.
made you want to go down like more of the motivational route for your videos and kind of
Um,
speaking to the people in the morning?
I just felt like you shouldn't like, because people know me as like a dancehall DJ.
Yeah.
So they perceive me to be vulgar in some aspect. Like obviously I'm not crazy vulgar, and I'm not crazy patois all the time, but you know, the perception is still somewhat there. So I wanted to just make sure, like, okay, it's morning, like, and it was very early in the morning. Like I was actually forcing myself to get up earlier than I actually do to do the videos. Yeah, because for the people that follow me on Snapchat, I would wake up around 8, and there was this school bus that used to drive past my house every morning. And I would wake up and I would film it every morning right before my Smile the Man video, and I would just put good morning. Yeah, and I did that for like also like 2 years straight. So yeah, like it was all like happening. But one thing is, we all know, especially probably you would know too, like consistency is key. Once people 100%. See things over and over and over again, they're just gonna bite into it. So
no, it's true.
The fact that I was up every morning at 8:30, you see the bus roll by, 20 minutes later the video goes up, like for 2 years straight, people are just gonna like it. But I just made sure, like, the main thing was it's morning, so let's just throw the vulgar out the window. No, if I want to make a video at 3 p.m. later on in the day, I can be as vulgar as I want. But 9 o'clock in the morning, no, you're gonna be nice. You're gonna you're gonna tell them to have a good day. You're gonna
No, and it's nice, and you have your little touch in there, smile naman and stuff. It's cute. It's dope. It's dope. I like it. I can appreciate it for sure.
Yeah, man.
So where would you like to see yourself, you know, in the future as a DJ, MC, and producer altogether?
Funny enough, like the producer part, like I struggle with like including it as a full form of like myself. Because like I did the one album, it's on Spotify right now as we speak. You can search it, Red Linkz, The Rehearsal. I did songs with Roach, Tristan 5-Star, Dem Dog, Isus, the works. But the hardest part was getting back into the studio. Like I can argue and say Dem Dog messages me like every he messages me every 2 weeks and is like, Red Linkz, when you come back to the studio, when you come back, so I try to, and then with the whole Clash League that came into the thing now, it's just like, but I really, really, really want to get back into the studio. Like I really, really do. So Dem Dog, I'm coming. I'm just running around doing other things.
Yeah, I hear that for sure. For sure. Could you ever see yourself maybe starting like any type of DJ program, anything like that for like maybe younger people or anything different?
I thought about it, and it might be in the form of like a podcast.
Okay, but
probably something like that. Yeah, because like, you know, I got a lot of things up in this brain I want to talk about. You know? I feel like I don't want to talk about it just on Instagram. So
no, for sure.
But it's still an idea. It's not anything that's in the making. But it would be nice to, you know, connect to my crowd on a real verbal level and let them know, like, and especially those younger DJs who watch me too. I feel like only as of recently I started to take that into consideration. Because as you get older, like, you always feel like you're young. Until a young man comes along and lets you realize, oh shoot, I'm old enough to be their dad if I had a child at 15. You know,
for
so
sure.
As of recently, I really started to watch like how I move, because I really just noticed, like just noticed that there's actually young people who look up to me. Like,
for sure.
And they don't like look up to me like, oh yeah, that guy's a good DJ, I kind of like him. Like they look up to me like, no, I grew up listening to this guy. That's why I'm just like, and it only as of recently that hit me. So I'm very mindful now of the steps I take and cussing people out on Instagram.
That's good though. That's good. Well, thank you so much for being here. Before we go, definitely shout out all your stuff so you know everyone can check you out.
Well, you guys don't know, it's Red Linkz with a Z. You can follow me on Twitter. I always pick Twitter first because we were there when Twitter was hot. So big up Instagram too, but you know, Twitter. Red Linkz on YouTube, Red Linkz on everything else. Do remember to check out the National Sound Clash League. That is the Clash League we are promoting to the young youths. And do remember to check out Jamrock Irie Jerk, because I also own a Jamaican restaurant. And I didn't even get to talk about that. Oh my God. But it's all good. And I'll see y'all around.
Yes. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you know anybody that wanted to watch today's episode but didn't have the time, make sure you let them know that they can always go to our website, you guys, and watch past episodes. If you go to www.gbcam.fm/past show, or you can just click past show when you go to the website, you guys, and you guys can watch all of the past shows, okay, you guys? So also make sure you guys follow us on Instagram at gbcamfm. You guys can follow me at Talk That Talk Media or at Ellen Rocks. And yeah, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode and that you guys all have an amazing Friday with this nice weather that we're getting. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, you guys, and keep on rocking.
Do you know who you are? What is your name?
Sometimes you wonder why and wonder how. Don't be alone. Just stay calm, cause even if you choose or not to.
My child, recite the words of this ancient mythology. The wisdom I disperse in this verse, no apology. Memorize to keep you from evil theology. For you, the dark of you, you denied your equality. See, for generations we perpetrated psychology. Divide and conquer each other, really lynch policy. You cannot build each other up, how will you build economy?
Do you know who you are? What is your name?
Sometimes you wonder why and wonder how. Don't be alone. Just stay calm, cause even if you choose or not to.
My child, recite the words of this ancient mythology. The wisdom I disperse in this verse, no apology. Memorize to keep you from evil theology. For you, the dark of hue, you denied your equality. See, for generations we perpetrated psychology. Divide and conquer each other, really lynch policy. You cannot build each other up, how will you build economy?